It's stunning to me that they're on the top of the list, in large part because, I mean, look at the dramatic contract extension. Look at those two gentlemen looking out into the distance, seeing their future, seeing all the success that is still to come. Look at Biener with the action shot on the bottom. You got the little media passes, sideline pass he's got on his belt there. I love the dramatic contract extension. We're here to stay. And they are here to stay. They got a quarterback who's 27. Now, he's talking about, I got to take fewer hits for my longevity and all this stuff. But, I mean, he's at least going to be around for another decade. So I don't want to sit here and say, like, oh, boy, they've got to win now. I actually like, and I know it's a little bit of home cooking for Jesus, the Jets guy, that he's got the Jets so high with the urgency. Because here's the window right now. You've got Aaron Rodgers for maybe 2 years. You've got to strike right now. So I understand that part of it. Whereas Josh Allen, like I said, you've got at least a decade. But that's the urgency. You talked about the other teams in the AFC East. All these teams are now better. And the Jets now, who, to me, I was saying last year, are a quarterback away, got themselves a quarterback. You've got the Dolphins that are on the up. That's probably the team we're not talking enough about. The Patriots, we'll see what winds up happening there. But I feel like from an urgency standpoint, the only window they missed was the fact that all these other teams were down over the last couple of years while the Bills were on the way up. So when I look around the AFC East, that's what I'm a little bit worried about.
Yeah, I'm shocked to see Jets are number 2 on there because apparently the Jet that you were waiting for did not have much urgency at all.
We're moving on. I'm here.
Look, this list is it's kind of interesting to me because whenever I hear a coach and a GM got a new extension, I feel like, okay, the urgency is not all of a sudden on point. If they were put on notice like, hey, man, we're not going to extend your contracts until after the season, now I'd be like, all right, we got to go all tilt. We're all chips in the middle of the table. But for the Bills, it's really just you look at teams, like everybody talks about the window and they've got the franchise quarterback, but the turnover on the roster is always a factor. But the turnover for the coaching staff is also a huge factor. And, you know, I've gone through this as a player and on teams. You look at what some of these teams have had to endure whenever you have a successful season. You make it to the Super Bowl, you make it to the big playoff run, all of a sudden there's a purge. People come and start pilfering your coaches, position coaches, coordinators, even staff. So you look at the Bills, here's a list of over the last 2 years, all of the coaches that the Bills have lost. Look, they've lost 2 coordinators now. Brian Daboll the year before, and then Leslie Frazier is stepping away from the game this year. Ken Dorsey filled in, did a great job, but when you look at that list, that's a lot of really good coaches there on the left line to have to replace Bobby Johnson, the O-line coach now with the Giants. And then you factor in Joe Shane, the assistant GM. He's now with the Giants as well. So I think when you look at that aspect of it, if you're Sean McDermott, look, he's now taking on more responsibility defensively. And just look at a case study of the LA Rams, right? Sean McVay, they go to the Super Bowl. All of a sudden, he's losing all these coaches. For a couple years in a row, assistant coaches getting plucked. And now all of a sudden, you see a little fall off. So that's what they're trying to avoid, and it all falls on Sean McDermott's lap right there. Can I get these coaches to step up and fill those voids? And the consistency with the players, do they still have that type of relationship? Can they get that type of performance out of the players, even though we have this changeover of coaches? So no doubt Brandon and Sean are going to have to deal with that and find a way to make that work.
It's a great point on the coaching staff. And then you have a situation like what played out with Stephon Diggs a couple of weeks ago. And it just raises questions. It brings the spotlight. But here's what bothers me about the entire case, that the Bills somehow are in this type of a make or break, Super Bowl or bust type of year. Go back to last fall, to the 2023 season. End of October, okay? You're basically at the halfway point of the season. The Bills are 6-1. They had beaten the Chiefs in Kansas City. And then they had the most remarkable run of different terrible things that happened to them. Just take a look at the things that happened starting at the beginning of November. You have Josh Allen suffers a UCL injury, among other injuries, in his elbow. Was wearing a brace for a while. He wasn't throwing the ball the same way, really, until you got into the playoffs. From that point forward, you had that game that got moved to Detroit. That was the first of 3 games they played in 12 days, all away from Buffalo. Von Miller tears his ACL. You have the storm on Christmas Eve that prevents them from flying out, so they don't get home until Christmas morning. And then, of course, the Damar Hamlin situation in Cincinnati. All the uncertainty that led to about Damar Hamlin, first and foremost, and thank goodness he's on the track now to not only be back as a living, healthy human being, but actually playing football again. But also, nobody knew, are we going to have to play that game again? Is our schedule getting changed? What exactly is happening? The emotional drain of everything that played out that season. And this is without mentioning Dawson Knox's brother tragically passing away during training camp. There were 2 players taken off the field in ambulances in week 2. Nobody even remembers that. In the game that was on a Monday night game in Buffalo. all these things, just as human beings, like the emotional weight of that has to have an impact. So I understand it's a disappointing end to last season, but Josh Allen's healthy now. You hope that a lot of these different circumstances were once-in-a-lifetime bad luck types of things, and they should be in a good position this year.
What's the difference between urgency and pressure? Because I think that the more that the pressure builds, the urgency increases. And I think that by no means is it a make or break year, right? When you talk about Josh Allen's going to be here for a long time, the coach is going to be here, the GM's going to be here, they have stability. But the people around them, that always changes. And Sean, you talked about the turnover in this league. I mean, yes, you've got Josh Allen, but how long does he have the window of the cast of characters? You can only surround these guys with certain pieces before those guys are going out and getting paid. So I think that they are definitely in a window, and I think everyone in this league is in a window unless you're a dynasty, and then that means you have like a much bigger window because you can continue to win, and the Chiefs have certainly proven they're in that type of window right now. But when you're the Bills and you've been knocking on the door, and I feel like we start every season, and we've spent now for several seasons, every offseason talking about this is it, this could be your year. At some point, that starts to turn into, okay, well, now if it's not going to be this year, then when is it going to be? Because it feels like we've been doing this now season after season after season with the Bills. And when you talk about, we were just talking about at the top of the show, what they've done, this run that they've done, when you talk about keeping the GM and the coach together, their 7th season together, 4 consecutive AFC East titles, that's not going to get any easier. Look at this. In the last 4 years, this is the most seasons with 10-plus wins. The Bills are right up there with the Chiefs. And what have the Chiefs done? They've closed the deal. They've gone on to do it. The Niners are right after them. So when you look at these numbers and you think about what the Bills have done, they have been the models of consistency. They have been really, really good. But at some point, the fan base and just being really good and like, look at these nice seasons we've put together and look at how many times we've had, 10-plus wins. That's an incredible accomplishment. But every single one of those guys, I'll tell you, and Sean, you would tell us, you'll take 9 wins in a Super Bowl, right? I mean, how many times can you pile up 10 wins and it's just, you're not getting what that ultimate goal is. And I think at some point it turns into, okay, we've got this nice plan laid out, but if we're not going the next step over, I think that makes the urgency increase. The pressure is building, and at some point when you're in that window, if you don't cash in, it's a problem.
It's also what everybody strives to do, which is build a sustained level of competitiveness. Year after year, you want to be knocking on the door. Because, listen, there is some luck that goes into this. There is some, hey, you catch that team at the right time, and maybe Patrick Mahomes has an off day. And that's the difference between us talking about the Bills having won a Super Bowl a couple of years ago, or if you can close out the final 12 seconds of a game, and having this discussion we're having right now. They've built it the right way. They're a very talented team. They've got a really good quarterback, and they have strategically gone in big on guys like Von Miller to try to push them over the top. As long as you're in it every year, eventually you're hoping that the things are going to fall your way and you're going to avoid the injuries, you're going to avoid the circumstances, and you're going to get that title. They haven't done it yet, but it's not for an absence of the way that they've built that.
No. They've done it the right way. But let me ask you this. Would you rather have the stability, and they've built it, and this is a long-term plan, or would you rather have what Tampa did a couple years ago, where like, let's just go all in for a season and it pays off in a Super Bowl?
Depends. Am I going to win the Super Bowl? You got to let me know ahead of time.
Yeah.
Am I getting Tom Brady? Am I getting the greatest player of all time?
It's worth it if you get the ring. I think the other thing that adds to urgency is, we're talking about the Bills and how poignantly, the Bills create urgency. Guess who has a big bill coming, right? They have a new stadium coming up. So there's a little urgency, right? When is the Bills' new stadium, when is that projected?
Couple years.
All right,
a little ways out.
Yeah, so if you're buying a new house, you're building a new house. The urgency comes from all those bills that are rolling in because you're going to have to pay for this new house.